This is HUMA, ticker symbol HUMA. A trader named Mari is interested in this ticker, so I thought I would break it down. I'll show you the price targets for Friday on the 5-minute time frame, and then I will zoom out and also show you what is happening on the daily, the weekly, and the monthly time frames. Now, we ended the day at $6.45, up a whopping 12.76%. Congratulations if you've made some money off of this ticker. Now, the 52-week low on this is $1.96. The 52-week high, $9.97. This is where we ended, basically at resistance. But right at 2 standard deviations is roughly 649, so close to where we are. Another level of resistance and a potential take profit area, 662, and above that at 4 standard deviations and another level of resistance, 675. And if we should be so lucky as to get to this level on Friday, I will anticipate people taking their profits and running. They will lock in and they will leave up here. And then this will come back down to support. Now, below where we are takes us to the middle of the trend and the baseline at 624, and also a level of support and a potential buy-in area as well as the blue line at VWAP, $6.20. Below that, 598 at another level of support. And right here at -3 standard deviations, which lines up with a gap that begins roughly at 585-ish. That gap closes to the downside at 577, and then a better entry point, 571. But right now on the 5-minute time frame, we are in an upward channel, moving farther away from this gap and this gap. And should we reverse course though, watch out for these landmines. This one takes us down to 529, 516, and 488. And obviously it's a better buy down here, but it may not reverse that low and just start to climb. But there will be ups and downs for sure. Note the sell-off here at resistance, and then coming back to the middle of the trend, the baseline, and then a bounce off of that, back up to resistance, back down to support, and the cycle continues there. I will show you what this looks like on the daily time frame. Now, the RSI on the 5 is overextended, which lines up with resistance up here, and you know what happens at resistance. People take their profits and they will leave. So I will anticipate that on the 5. Rolling over to the daily, Option R to reset this. Now, when you have the linear set up, it doesn't look good because ever since TradingView changed everything looks wonky. I can't stand it, drives me nuts, but what am I going to do? I have to use what I pay for. All right, so on the daily, the upper channel at resistance will take us to 701, and then above that at 3 standard deviations, 818. The 1-year price target according to TradingView is $8.70. And then should we be so lucky as to get to this level, 931, and then right here at 997 is where we peaked out. So we could retrace all the way back up to here, and then that will be resistance, and then there will be a sell-off after that, and then a sell-off for a potential run again. And they are expected to report earnings soon. And note on the daily time frame, this gap closed, so we flushed down. What goes down must go up, must eventually at some point. It could take a while, but it did. And we closed out here at 428 and then made our way up all the way to resistance and then fell back down to support. And what you can do is price will typically follow this line, whether this line is going up, going sideways, going down. It depends on what time frame you're playing that you're going to get these signals. But sometimes what I like to do, as I've mentioned before, we are right here. So the middle of the trend takes us, oh, there in green. I'm going to make this white so you can see this better. There. So price could grind along this line. So that's one channel and then 2 standard deviations here. I'll just mark this out and then delete this later because it will affect my other time frames. All right, look how all the way down here, I don't think we're going to get that far. But there's the range going sideways. All right, that's price action for you. And then the RSI, plenty of room to move to the upside without being overextended. So looking left here on the RSI, which I use as support and resistance, the highest we've ever gone is about 93. Now let's flip this over to the weekly. RSI also turning up, not overextended yet. And here is, I think that is very doable. So we are right. Okay, so you see where I marked, excuse me, this is the lower channel, the middle of the trend, and the upper channel on the monthly. So if TradingView says we're going to make it here, well, guess we've got to run through this line, so that's very doable, and then this is the next target. So that's what that looks like on the monthly, those lines. Now that's the weekly, and then now let me go to the month. Oh wait, sorry, I did the monthly. Oh no, I'm confusing myself. That was the daily, right? Yeah. That was the daily. There we are on the weekly. You can see the targets to the south side, and then below that, RSI turning up. And there we are on the monthly time frame. And that's the target, followed by that. So I don't play patterns, but this looks like a W, kind of, an ugly W. And now, on the 5-minute anyway, we are hitting resistance. But again, I use this as support and resistance, and we have not hit that. All right, that is HUMA, and this is the first time I've ever tracked it, so this is fun for me. HUMA site engages in the business of developing and manufacturing off-the-shelf, universally implantable, bioengineered human tissues, advanced tissue constructs, and organ systems with the goal of improving the lives of patients and transforming the practice of medicine. And one of the competitors for HUMA is Beam, which I have tracked before. I should let my brother know about HUMA though, because he is a doctor and so is his wife, so I know he does a lot of investing as well. Let me show you Beam. It's been a while since I've looked at this ticker as well, and you can see a huge fall from grace. This is a decline of 87%. Okay, that's nasty. And now we are not quite going up yet, but going kind of sideways and possibly up a little bit. But let me show you what Beam looks like on the 5-minute time frame, where I like to check out price targets. So option R. All right, right now we are at 25.88, up 8%. VWAP takes us to 25.98. Right. 26.90, 27.50, 28.07, and 24.58 there. 24.03 and 23.43. The 1-year price target on this one is 47.77, up the potential to run 84%. And you know what I forgot to look at? One other thing with HUMA. And let's take a look at this on the monthly. So at the high, counting the wick, that's down 88% too. So these tickers appear to be kind of running together, just like cannabis stocks. When they run, many of them run at one time. Semiconductors. So this right here is a run of 408%, and now we're down a little bit from that, which is from that high down 35% there. But we are on an upward swing, as I mentioned, on the monthly. So that's HUMA, Beam. Oh, and Mari mentioned that she got into SOXL today, so let me check that out because I did a video on that, and I don't know how the day ended because I was super busy. Let's take a look at this on the 5-minute. So I'm sorry, I did a video at the end of the day before I went over to my rental. Oh, and what I didn't do is I think I did not look at this on the bigger time frame, because normally when I just go through a bunch of these, I just stick to the 5 minutes, just easier and faster instead of going all over the place. But on the daily, since Mari mentioned it, I want to show you. Oops. Again, this gets wonky, so this is why I don't really look at these anymore on the bigger time frame, except for myself. Okay, so we are at 61.99, down 9.62%. So that's a good, a flush to the downside. And then if you're waiting to get in, obviously today's price is better than the price before yesterday's. So the upper channel will take us to, hold on a second. 2 standard deviations will take us to 63.99, and then above that, 70.61 and 77.27 to the south side. And then at the baseline, the middle of the trend, $50.68. And we have this gap to contend with, this landmine at 60.89. And this gap closed to the south side already at 54.30. Now I need to clean this up because it's been a while since I've looked at this in the big picture. So we've got that. Why do I have, here we go. That takes us to 47.57, and then this one, why do I have this? I think I was doing different price targets, and that one's, I'm just going to delete that. I think that hit. Now I'm pretty consistent with the colors I use and what I'm marking out. Command Z actually. So this one, gosh darn it. Okay, what is going on here? All right. So apparently I'm going to delete this because I used this red as something else in the past, which I no longer do, but red for me now are gaps to the south side. All right, so this one touched on the daily, not right there, but right here. So this is no longer in play. 49.36 is done. 48.92 to the south side there, done. And this one's still in play. This one, oh, nasty, still in play. This is in the big picture, but we are in an upward here. This channel is still going up, but the RSI is turning down, so we could gradually go sideways and then go down. So just watch out for that. And then we've got a baby gap down here. I'll just mark it out since I'm here. All right, that's the daily. Oh, more nasty moves here. Okay, I'm going to stop. And then this is done. So I need to clean this up later, but one gap at a time. We're not there, not even close. But on the, let's just check this out on the monthly. Oh my dad traded this a long time ago. Yeah, he's no longer in this, but I think he eked out a little bit and then it tanked. You just never know. That's why it's important to set your stop loss to getting out at a loss of whatever you're comfortable is better than losing it all. And I'm horrible at that. Horrible at setting the stop loss. I'm better at setting a sell limit, but not a stop loss. But as I mentioned to Mari, the cheapest I've ever tracked this is at $17.91, and that was in 2023, I think, on this one. Yeah, September 2023. And now we're at $61.99. All right, let's see. I think that's it. I've got HUMA, Beam, and SOXL. And that does it for me. Oops, I keep doing that. It's terrible. Take this back. All right. If there's a ticker that you would like me to go over, please let me know. And Mara, thanks for giving me an update on what you are up to. It's fun to check out tickers that I have not tracked in the past. So have a great Friday, everyone.